B. B.
Yes, people, big up to everyone. Welcome back to a match preview on Shik TV. We have a big game, one of the biggest games for, I think, both teams, you could say, when the season sheet does come out, at least for us, because we have nothing here to look forward to. But when the season sheet does come out, this is a game that I do look forward to, despite however bad or good that we are. So we are here doing a Liverpool versus Manchester United preview. Make sure you guys do run the like. Shout out to my brother. Well, I'm going to introduce him before I do that. Big up to everyone who just came over from MHF, where I was on a stream with Mo. Thank you for having me on, of course, the MHF crew. And make sure you guys do run the likes. Make sure you guys do subscribe. Big up to the chat as well. Make sure you guys are supporting. And if there's anybody on my channel who's watching, if you haven't followed our special guest yet, I don't know what you're doing. I'm going to be posting the links and stuff in the description in just a little bit. But we're going to get pretty much straight into it. So shout out to everyone. This is a Liverpool versus Manchester United preview. We're just going to be discussing all our both the clubs and everything going into this game. And I'm sure we're going to have a lot of things to say. But let me go ahead and introduce our special guest. He's making his appearance on the channel yet again. Absolute brother of mine, of course, because he helps me out quite a lot. But this time we're ops, and this time we're actually enemies. And this time there's actually a chance, and there's a little bit of nervousness that I've been seeing a little bit in his voice when regarding this game, that we might be able to actually get a result. But I do want to welcome one of the top content creators on YouTube that I have an absolute honor of having a special guest on my channel yet again. Man like Don Hussam is in the building. Big up to you, Hussam. What are you telling me, man? Look at me. I'm just
big up, Shik, man. Listen, I'm just you get me. I'm just Hussam from Jordan, bro. I'm not a big.
No. You are. In my eyes, you are top content creator for me at
Thanks,
least.
I
You're on my
appreciate
Mount
it.
Rushmore. You already know, man. But yeah, tell me, Hussam, how's everything going, man? Before we obviously get into football, hopefully everything is good. Everything is going great. We'll actually just get straight into it. Um, Thoughts on this game? Liverpool versus Manchester United. Normally, in the last couple of years, this is easy, or this is a game that oh, you're licking your fingers and barbecue chicken and
Aren't you
this and
being
that. But
fraudulent already? How are you being fraudulent already? Talking about it's easy. First of all, big up everyone in the chat. Make sure guys are liking and subscribing. Get the likes up immediately. You get
great.
me? This guy's moving completely fraudulent. I've never said the Man United game was easy except before the 0-0 where I predicted 6-0 and I was humble. You get me? But listen, this is a tough game. This ain't an easy game. This is a rivalry game. This is a legacy game. This is Liverpool Man United. Ain't no Liverpool United game that's easy just like this. Thoughts on the game? We we are our own biggest enemy, man. We have to fix up. We have to fix the bullshit that we do. To be honest with you,
So
been
good that you did start there, because before we obviously get more depth into the game, just about Liverpool's season so far, because obviously I think the biggest talking point is nobody had expected it to kind of go the way that it is currently going. And I say this for myself too. I at the start of the season had you guys winning. I at the start of the season had you guys not in this run of form. At least it's something that I didn't quite see. So what would you think is the reason to all of this? Because of course, in hindsight and context to add, you've made great signings this season. You've done great, window. You've had a great transfer window, this and that. You've broken transfer records for 2 players currently in your squad. And both of them are still yet to hit the ground running. So it's like, where do you think it's kind of going wrong for Liverpool currently right now? Salah obviously is not having the season that he's having. Certain players in the team not just performing to the standard that they were last season. Where do you think that difference has come from, in your opinion?
Look, I think first of all, when the chef has all the ingredients to cook, and all the ingredients aren't cooking, and people aren't playing at a certain level, you have to question the chef. That's just how it goes. This is a rule of thumb for every single football fan supporting any single football club you want on the planet. When the whole team is playing like crap, you have to look, okay, what is my head coach doing? Is he doing what's expected of him? Is he not doing what is expected of him? Are we playing in the correct style? Are we playing in the correct way? Are we basically putting these players in a position to succeed? Because Salah ain't a bad player. Isak ain't a bad player. Verts, like, when you go through the list, all these players are either, Golden Boot winner, player of the season winner, team of the year, etc. So these are all great players. And, right now, the stuff tactically, if you would like, and the way that we play from that perspective isn't really hitting right now. That's the biggest issue, in my opinion. Like, the way that we're playing tactically, our setup, people have been mad at me for what I said about the Chelsea game, but I stick by it. I don't think Chelsea were unreal. I think we were crap, to be honest with you, and I stick by that opinion, because we should be doing a lot better. We came up against Achimpong and Badiashile, and Sanchez could have had Shisha in the game. That shows me that we were the problem more than, Chelsea were this amazing, unbelievable side. We were the issue, bro. We were the issue, and we keep doing this to ourselves. Like, Gravenberg spoke publicly about his license to roam forward. Yeah, great, license to roam forward. And now suddenly there is a donut hole open in midfield. I was like, why is there a donut hole? Because going forward when he doesn't need to. So there are so many tactical errors, and for me, I think Slot is putting wrong combinations out there. I don't think Slot is putting the team in a position in order for us to win. But overall, we're still only 1 point behind Arsenal, even with all these players going to play and stuff. So people also need to, at the same time, be balanced. Like, we're not. It's not like we're fighting relegation or something. We're 1 point behind Arsenal with all these new players. Isak not being fit, everyone getting used to the league and stuff. So I like our chances. I like where we're at right now. But this Sunday is a must-win game. We don't win this game, forget emergency meeting. We're going to have nuclear bunker meeting. We're going to have to take Tom Little to Switzerland. Have you ever seen those nuclear bunkers in the middle of the cave, like in the middle of nowhere? That's what I'm going to have to do, to be honest with you.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I think I think Mo said this too, on a previous stream that we did, that if we beat you guys, I think you will have one of the biggest meltdowns on YouTube in Liverpool content creator space, genuinely. Because I've already seen just meltdowns in the past with certain things, transfer windows, Caicedo and what was his name, Zubamendi and all of that. But yeah, I think this one should just be unreal, because again, it's just like it's the game. It's the run of form that you're going in, but it's also the team that you're just going up against. And it's not like let's just be honest too. Like, I get it. It's Manchester United. It's a big game and all of that, but we're not the best right now either. And we're also going through our own problems. And to lose to a team like us, to be honest, with the run of form that we've been, is detrimental quite a lot. But another question I did want to ask you, Hussam, is just your thoughts on, like, because I've been hearing things that people have said originally, Liverpool fans, about their transfer window, about, oh, like at that time when signings were being made, that our transfer window is great. Look at who we've signed, this and that. And then now all of a sudden, when there's a little bit of adversity, there's question marks on the transfer window. We should have signed more. We needed this. We still needed this. Where do you stand on that? Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't really quite remember watching like your streams to see what you rated the transfer window. But were you sitting there at that time still asking for more, or were you content, and like the players that you signed, was it good enough, or just overall, like, where did you
I
stand?
was in dreamland. I ain't used to this life. What do you mean? Was I asking for more?
But were you still sitting there like, we still need in this area, in this position, I still need a player,
I was
or I
disappointed
still
we
need
didn't
this,
sign
and
Mark Gahey. But
yeah,
look, here's the thing. At the end of the
Big up,
day,
Lewis.
shut your fraud ass up, Lewis. Fucking every day, this guy.
Big up Lewis, man. Big up Lewis.
Honestly, the downfall of Chelsea will be beautiful just to shut this guy up. Honestly, just so Lewis can just shut the fuck up. That alone in itself is just such a prize. Honestly, my hatred for Chelsea exists because of Benitez, Mourinho, and this guy just every fucking. I hate PSG. Honestly, all you had to do is just win one game, and we wouldn't have.
They really all. That's seriously, bro. It's like it's crazy how everyone did a watch along for that too. We're waiting for Chelsea to lose, and man, PSG.
All they had to do was just win one game. PSG, you useless frauds.
And now for 4 years, I have to hear Lewis say day number this of this.
Day 95
Day 90,
of 1,400 and blah 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 of your world champs. Shut your ass up. Anyway, as I was saying.
Yeah, back to transfer window and
so annoying, Lewis. Honestly, fuck.
Now big up to Lewis every single time. Make sure you guys go subscribe.
Lewis can hold that. Lewis can hold that. Fuck you, Lewis. How about that? I'm not bigging up Lewis. Hold that, Lewis. You're a fraud. You're a fraud.
Look,
day 94. I'm 5 minutes away from day 95 because in 5 minutes it's gonna be 12 a.m. So hold that.
So he's gonna put day 95 as well. Watch, he'll put it when it's 12. Yeah. He'll put day 95.
Day 95. 14,461 of your world champs, and then he does this with the belt. Fuck off. Anyway, back to the game. So look, in the transfer window, I got introduced to a life that I was never introduced to before. I'm not used to this.
That is true.
I'm used to us getting rejected.
But to be honest, you also got introduced to a life that a lot of teams haven't seen. I don't think a lot of teams have seen 2 transfer records be broken in their respective leagues and countries in one same window.
Maybe the only ones who have seen it is like older Man United fans when you signed like Forlan, Veron, blah blah blah.
We haven't seen that
at all. Yeah. So it's crazy to me. And yes, I was disappointed we didn't sign Mark Gahey, but here's the thing you need to understand. On that day was the day we announced Isak. Now, I'm just being honest with you. Anyone who announces Alexander Isak at that moment in time, like, hey, you ain't bothered about nothing. You're just like, ooh,
like, let's be honest, like, no one at Chelsea, if they're going to sign Mbappe tomorrow, ain't nobody worried about renewing Cucurella's contract. Like, let's just
exactly. Like, give Lewis Mbappe, he ain't gonna say none of
He's not gonna worry about Cucurella's contract being extended in the same day. Like, is those type of things. Like, of course. Yeah, of course.
So that's why for me I was very excited, and we haven't done this before ever in our lifetime. You know, the only time I was this excited about signing is like when we signed Thiago from Bayern, or when we signed Fernando Torres at the time. I'm like, okay, fair. Woo, unbelievable. But other than that, bro, I haven't seen this before. So I was very happy with our transfer window. I'll be honest with you, I rated it like 10 out of 10. I didn't even without the gay. Like, I rated it 10 out of 10 because of the caliber of player we brought in. Kirk's team of the season left back, Frimpong, unbelievable at Leverkusen. Wirtz, just Bundesliga player of the year winner. Just unreal player. Same with Isak, and we bought in Ekitike, who I liked. And I still remember in the summer people mocked me for doing the whole fundamentals of football, and now they're mocking Jeffrez for having a bad first touch, and same thing with Sesko and blah blah blah. So I knew what I was talking about when it came to Ekitike.
You called him baby. I remember at that time you were calling him baby Isak. Like, he's
exactly
linked with Isak. I remember on streams like on A-listers too, you were referring to him as baby Isak. But Ekitike is one player who has like. We can't really have that conversation about him because he has hit the ground running and he has been performing to a certain level, but it's the other guys and it's the rest. And I kind of hear you on that because I don't like fans who at that time, like you're just being straight up and you said you had rated it a 10 out of 10. But there are Liverpool fans out there who said it was a 10 out of 10, but now they're saying we still needed more. We still needed this and we still needed, like, the window now in hindsight is terrible, which I don't quite understand. Because for you, did you see any of these things showing up or coming up for Liverpool?
No, and I still don't think that it's going to be an issue if Slot just fixes up the stuff that needs to be fixed up. You know, you saw the super chat earlier on the stream we were on talking about the whole, bring up the Atletico screenshot again, but we never ran that team back once. We never did. I feel like Slot wants to shoehorn players into the team right now, and that's the big issue. Like, stop shoehorning Slot. It's okay. I love McAllister. Drop him. It's okay. Just run back the Atletico team. I want to see that again. I want to see us, take it to the opposition like we did against Atletico. I want to see us, the way that we played against them. We had 7 big chances created. Atletico had 1. There's a reason for that because we were so dominant. So, for me, I think we can really fix up. And if we do fix up, then I think, of course, it's a big game. It's a difficult game. But on paper, we should be beating Man United. On paper, just strictly.
Let's say you're a Slot going into this game and you want to fix up. What would you start? What lineup would you put out? Who would you play? What would you do differently against Manchester United?
My lineup for Man United, and that's the team that I would play probably in most games to the end of the season. Is, of course, with Alisson returning, it's different. But right now, Mamardashvili, Frimpong, Konate, Van Dijk, Kerkez, Gravenberg, Soboslai, Wirtz, on the right, Salah, up top, Isak. And me personally, if you're asking my opinion, I'd personally start Federico Chiesa ahead of Cody Gakpo. I don't know if Chiesa called Slot a bald bastard in training or something. Like, I have no idea what he did to him, but he definitely deserves a chance.
What was it with him? Because originally he wasn't named part of the Champions League squad. Then injuries happened and he had to be named because of injuries. Now he's not part of the squad again. He's been dropped. Is that what's happened?
No, he's in the Champions League squad.
Oh, he is.
He's in it because Leone got injured. Yeah, remember Leone got injured against Southampton. Yeah, so that's why for me, look, that's my team, but Slot won't go with that team. I can predict almost exactly what Slot's gonna do Sunday.
Yeah. Another thing I did want to get into, because you did mention the word drop and who you would start and drop, and I think I know where I think you know where this is going. There's one player that conversations have been about him to be dropped. I personally, I'll just say this. I don't think he should be dropped for this game just because of what he's done in this game before. But based off of form, Mo Salah, questions are being asked about him to be dropped with the performances that he's been having. It's been like this since the start of the season. Your thoughts on that? Obviously, the whole thing is, the conversation is, and normally both sides of the argument that we see is, it's what he's done in the past and what the club view him as and the achievements he's had at the club versus his current form, and whether it's droppable or not, going based off of just giving equality to everybody else in the team. When they don't perform well, they deserve to be dropped. So why can't someone like Salah be dropped? Where would you stand on that type of argument?
Okay, I don't think Salah should be dropped.
Okay.
And I ask you, I'll reverse on you. Salah was dropped against Galatasaray. Do we look any better?
No. And I've been hearing all of your debates on this too, and I completely agree with everything that you said. It's not him specifically. It's not that in games Salah is not performing, that's why Liverpool are not able to get wins. It's a lot of other things too. And it's not just solely him. I get it. A lot of players do go into this certain run of form, but I think with the CV and the resume that he's had in the Premier League, where consistently, no matter how bad maybe things have gotten wrong or if he's gotten into some sort of slump, he has consistently been at a certain level in terms of goals and assists. So for me, it's I think, if anything, I still think it's too early to have those conversations to drop him. I think later on, if he consistently gets to perform like this, I think even you will, to a certain point, will just be like, I've had enough. He needs to be dropped. It's just this day in, day
and
out,
even
all
this
the
season,
time.
by the way, against Bournemouth, he scored. He's the one that delivered the cross for the Chiesa goal.
Yeah,
exactly. Newcastle, he's the one that had the pass for the Rio winner. Arsenal, he was bad. I agree. Burnley scored the penalty at the end, but as everyone knows, our forward line was forget it. Yeah. Everton, He's the one that created the goal for Gravenberg. So we cannot sit here act like he had a bad game. Against Chelsea, he was really bad. I agree, but that's not enough bad games for me to drop him. That's why when I tell people, I think Gakpo's been way worse than Salah this season. Way worse performance-wise. Like, I think he's the one that deserves to get dropped. But look, you don't drop a player that just came off a historic season because he's had a couple of bad games. LB said this actually on the show I do them on Thursday. He's like, you have to fix the system around him, and if he's still shit, then that's when you have the conversation about drop him. But as things stand, you can't drop him. You just can't.
I hear that. It's like you kind of have to figure out what the issue really is with him. It's not it. You can't just jump to the conclusion that Salah's just in poor form because he's not been playing well. I think you have to also look at like one new sign. This is not an excuse, of course, for Slot or anything, because Slot should be able to figure this out later on. But like having all these big personalities, these big egos, these goal scorers come into your team, coming off of a season where Salah was pretty much the attack for Liverpool when it comes to goals and assists. I think it does play a big part in his form and the way that he plays and just how he was performing as a player as opposed to last year, as opposed to this year. I could give you like a quick example as well. Certain runs that players make in certain games, when you know that a Wirtz or an Isak is going to make that run for you, you don't technically have to do that, and it's not required for you to do that because you have other attackers and stuff on the pitch. Last season, you had Nunes, you had Diaz at times too, where Salah had to be that main focal point. So I'm with you on that thing, and I think it's a little bit ridiculous that people are jumping on the Salah thing real quick just after a couple of games, completely disrespecting or disregarding what the type of player that he is and what he's done just last season. Although I don't say that for them to bring up this conversation and to say that his form is bad is terrible. It's not a bad argument. It's still facts that he hasn't been playing.
Yeah, his form. But here's the thing: name the Liverpool player on good form right now.
Yeah, again, it's that too. Yeah, like besides, let's
name,
just be honest.
So who's in good form right now? Who? Van Dijk, Gravenberg.
Yeah, only one that I could say, if I were to say for your attack, the only one is really Ekitike. That's it in your attack.
Yeah. Okay. So no problem. So Gravenberg, Van Dijk, Ekitike. Okay. Yeah. Do I have a left back in form? No. Do I have Van Dijk partner in form? No. Right back? No. Midfield? No. So what are we doing here? Yeah. So if you're talking, and that's why that brings us to the first question which you asked about Arne Slot, bro. At the end of the day, when I've got 10 players who aren't performing well, I cannot blame every single individual on individual basis. Right. I understand certain players have had certain bad moments, but like the Chelsea game, right? Salah's Trivela cross into Isak. If Isak scores that header, everyone's going like, oh, what a cross from Salah, unbelievable. But it was still an unbelievable cross despite Isak missing the header. I get it, Salah missed a chance that Wirtz created. He should have scored that chance. But for me, look, and that comes back to like the whole Atletico game and how Slot is just putting the wrong combinations with each other. Even the game where he dropped Salah, he played Frimpong right wing, right? Frimpong is right winger. What he's going to do? Run to the byline and cross. He played Ekitike with him instead of playing Isak with him. So my thing is, when I say he's putting the wrong combinations out there, I stick by that. I think we have to find the right combinations of the correct players that work in the correct positions. I think Slot needs to be less stubborn. I think Slot knows, and this is something that he should have known from the beginning. Look, when you bought these players in the summer, you knew that someone's going to get dropped. You're obviously not going to play every single, like, these players all at the same time. Someone's going to get dropped. And instead of shoehorning Szoboszlai as right back or shoehorning McAllister into this midfield, make that brave decision. Drop McAllister if need be. Drop Szoboszlai if need be. It's okay. Just find a formula that works. And formula worked against Atletico, and he never ran it back. And that's why that's the team that I told you is the exact same correct formula, in my opinion, that we need to apply this Sunday against Man United. But he won't apply it. I can literally verbatim predict the same exact team he's going to do this. Like, I know the team is going to do this Sunday because I don't think he's going to drop McAllister. And even if he drops McAllister, he's probably going to shoehorn Curtis Jones into the team. So that's why, for me, I look at the decisions, and these are all big Slot decisions. And I've seen Flawless said it as well on the A-listers that we did after the game. He was like, we can't be just like basically absolving Slot of criticism because Salah missed a chance. That's just not how this works. Yeah, you have to be able to create a crazy amount of opportunities, which we haven't done. Given who Chelsea had in defense.
100%. And like, I think it's also like when you were referring to like, I look at instances in the past. We've seen a PSG team with Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi in the same team, and they had Poch as their coach. And a lot of the times at that time, I think the conversations were it's Poch who's not able to get the best out of all three of them. I look at the situation similar, kind of like this as well, is that you have big personalities in their team. I don't think you can look at them individually, especially in their first season, with just the span of games or whatever, and be like they're just not performing well or they're just not good enough. I think you definitely have to look at the chef and how he's putting them out there, and is he putting them in the best situation for them to be like in their best form, or to get the best out of them, basically. And I hear you with that. That's why, like, I've been hearing a lot of conversations on certain shows, even on your streams, where people are saying these guys need to be dropped, and there's like not quite so much criticism towards the manager and how he's setting things. It's more towards individual players and this and that. But who knows? We'll see if things do change, and it can start by this, because what better game to start off by this? And we'll transition a little bit into my team and your thoughts on my team. Is there anything that you look at our team in terms of Ruben setting our team up in a certain way, or certain players being on that pitch, where you're like, okay, I'm a little bit concerned that that's where they can hurt us, and that's where
I got
it
asked
can be
this
a threat?
question on the football terrace as well, and I gave an
Yeah.
answer that some people thought like with this arrogant answer, but
No,
it's
just
really not
honest.
arrogant. It's just me being
Yeah.
honest. I think if United win this Sunday, God forbid, or draw, God forbid, then it's way more likely that Liverpool have had a disaster class than a United had a master class. Like, that's honestly
Yeah.
what I think. I think at this moment in time, my issue, big up Sai, my issue is, look, we are our own biggest enemy. I know the Liverpool fans in the chat as well will agree with us. We are literally our own biggest enemy. Like, we do this to ourselves so many times. Like, we just fuck up and then we start to correct our mistakes and blah blah blah. I think this is the one time where we just have to go with the right formation. If stuff doesn't work out, doesn't work out. Now, in terms of what Amarim can do, look, you have counter-attacking weapons. Cunha, Mbuemo, and Sesko, counter-attacking weapon right there, with Bruno grenade launching behind them. I think that's that's honestly you're like the best that you can do. Those are the players that can help you win games of football. Those are the players that can help you perform. Those are the players that can help, in that game. But, like, what can Amarim do? His best bet is probably setting up in a low block and having them ready on the counter attack. His
That's
best bet.
literally it. Yeah.
If he does what
literally
he does away at Manchester City, then you're gonna have a similar result.
Because I'm going back to our game last season, and I'm trying to think of the 2-2 draw that we had at Anfield. And I'm trying to think.
Do you
of
think he'd
how
start Ahmad? Because Z just brought him up. I was gonna ask you that question.
Do I think he starts Ahmad?
Yes. Because when he goes up against like a more offensive, controlling team, like, will he start him?
I think he will. I think he'll play Ahmad. Yeah, I think.
So you don't think he'll go Dalo Dorgu?
I think he'll go Dorgu Ahmad. I think that's what he'll go. But
Okay.
It's one of those type of things where I can see Ahmad being taken off and Dalo coming on in the game. It's like I can see that happening as well. Bro, if I'm being completely honest, bro, I don't know what's up with Ruben Amorim when it comes to team selections. Like, it sometimes makes no sense. He says that he goes based off of the team that he's facing, but then just completely forgets about a player who's in form as well, or a player who's just, like all those type of things. I genuinely couldn't tell you. But when it comes to the tactics, I said the same thing about the Arsenal game too. One, we are not well equipped enough to give you a game. Forget that it's at Anfield. We're not well equipped enough as a team to go at you. To our system, I don't think is enough for us to go at you. We're not going to keep loads of possession and try to break you down. That's just not something that's going to happen. I think what we're going to try to do is exactly what you said. And I think that's why he's at times he plays players in certain positions, is because we're going to try to look for the counter every single time. We're going to try to Sesko is going to be.
That's your best bet though, because you can't
that
go.
Is our best bet.
You can't go pound for pound with Liverpool, like possession and blah blah blah. That's you're basically asking for trouble. I think he did that a little bit away at Man City though, because he wasn't
went at Arsenal because
we
conceded a goal early. We kind of had no choice. We had to. Like, that's just what we were.
That was Bayern mess up. That was Bayern mess up more than anything, really.
Yeah. But it's like, bro, it's so many things when it comes to United with me, because obviously, like, we have a game of two different halves. We can create as many chances as we do. Normally, statistically, with how games have gone so far too, we've had good first halves. And I think only against Manchester City, where we got obviously slapped, where we didn't have a good first half. But in every other game, we had a great first half. After that, we fold. I just don't know what it is. In the second half, we come out as a completely different team. He makes the wrong substitutions and we fold. And I just think that's like for us going into a game like this, it's so much for us to ask for, because we know a 1 goal lead against Liverpool is just, for any team, is not, is you're hanging on by a thread. Like, it's just with the amount of, whether their players have been performing well or not, just the amount of the players that they have on the pitch, that the talent that they have on their pitch is good enough for them to get to get back into the game. And that's it for me. Is like, and this is why I criticize so much of his system. And I just don't ever see us being controlling. I don't ever see us being dominant. I don't ever see us actually, like, after a watch along, I don't be like, yeah, we actually, bullied them off the ball and we were dominating in this aspect and we were this and we were that. It just feels like a battle, and what's going to happen? Oh shit, this just happened every single time we play. So I know there's a couple of United fans out there who are a little bit optimistic about, we can try to hurt Liverpool and we can try to do this and go look off their run of form. And if the first goal goes in, all of that, I don't believe in any of that. I think even if we score the first goal, I think the game just started from then. Because if we scored that first goal, I think definitely in a game like that, it can be very easy to ignite you guys into something, and it could be good enough for you guys to get back into the game. But also, I don't trust our team to hold a 1-0 lead going into just the first half or even in the second half. Just not good enough at all. Just not good enough at all. But yeah, it's just like, if counterattack is the only way that we try to get at you, I just don't think there's any other way that we can try to do anything else. And then we have our own problems too, where no matter how bad you think your midfield is, the fact is that your midfield 3 will be going up against our midfield 2. And that's already a disadvantage for us, because our midfield 2 that we play in those 2 pivots are not the right profiles that we need to be playing against the likes of Gravenberch or against the likes of Szoboszlai if he's there, or a Curtis Jones, or even a McAllister. We're going to have 2 midfielders, one who likes to hoof the ball and play free roam when Bruno Fernandes, 2 Casemiro, who's going to be doing, or Ugarte, who's going to be doing a lot of dirty work but don't do anything on the ball. And that itself is just going to be a big, big problem for us. So it's like, when you said that you'd rather want to see certain midfielders, I think you could go up with a lot of different combinations. And I still think our midfield will struggle in that aspect, because that's just one thing that I always look at is a weak point in our team in every
Do you
single
believe
game.
you have a chance? Like, forget me.
I think
Do
we
you
can
believe you
draw.
have a
I
chance?
think we can draw. I don't think we can win. No, I don't think we can win.
Okay, so what makes you feel like you can draw? What's Sheik's like method to getting a draw?
I think good question, because it's like, we can't break you down or anything like that. It's just going to be based off of, hitting you guys off the counter. I think, okay, if I were to say how our game goes and how I want it to go, I would say start off the way that we start off against all these other teams too. Start off positive, start off on their neck, start off trying to create chances, all of that, make that a little bit of uncomfortable start for Anfield and all of that, right? But then once we get the 1-goal lead, it's just like, do your basics right, and do those, like, in terms of, again, when you have a 1-goal lead, don't give the ball away foolishly. I saw that against Chelsea multiple times. When we had a 2-goal lead, we're still giving the ball away foolishly. We're making hoof passes for no reason. Keep a little bit more control, keep a little bit more tempo, make the right changes as well. Like, when it comes to game management, I expect him to do, and I haven't seen a lot of game management from him, but I expect him to do some game management too, because that's where a lot of the times I see us lose in winning positions. Decisions from him and game management from him. Bringing on Kobe Menu to maybe in a situation where you need to control the game or have more control in the midfield, he often brings him on way too late when we're chasing a game. He should be making certain changes like this when, we're in a much more controlling position, and bringing on certain center backs. And it all could start off by who he starts to play as well. Like, if you see a Maguire in the starting 11, don't be surprised, because that's someone that he's been playing consistently.
That wouldn't shock me, but he's experienced though, so that's not even a bad idea.
Yeah, but it's like, I look at
who's your 3 center backs then? Who, if you don't start Maguire? De Ligt, we know for a fact you would start.
Euro would probably play, and then I would give Aiden Heaven a couple of run of games. Maybe not.
You don't start Heaven away at Anfield.
Anfield, I hear you, but that's been what I've been saying for a while. Is that
Maguire could have scored the winner last time, by the way.
He could have, but he didn't. He could have, but he didn't. He could have 100%. I think if he plays Maguire, bringing him on late into the game to get a goal, I hear it. But if he starts Maguire, no, I just don't think it's good enough. We're gonna.
I actually think starting Maguire is not that bad of an idea, just given his experience. I think in a game like this,
but I think Isak will actually get the better of him most of the time. because I think it's
And
just
a
his
no
pace.
block?
No, well, this is the thing. We're in a low block, no, maybe not, but not every type of situation will be. You have to also think when we have the ball. Sometimes when we're going to attack you, we're going to be playing a pretty high line. You don't think you're gonna try to spam a ball to Isak or even to Salah
Oh
or
yeah, if you're gonna play
against
high line, that's
Maguire.
recipe for disaster.
Against Maguire. Yeah, but that's something we're going to do regardless. And he's someone who's a lot of the times there as well, playing in holding that line. So a lot of the times I'm just saying this based off of the goals that I've seen us concede. I think it was against Brentford where he was at fault for one of the goals. Just let his man run. Thiago just whatever that guy's name was, I couldn't remember. No disrespect to him, but just let his
Thiago
man run.
was his
Yeah,
name.
you don't think Isak could do something like that, or you don't think Salah could do something like that, and that
No,
wouldn't be a
Isak
problem
can
for
do
us.
something like that. I'm saying if Amarim goes for a high line against Liverpool,
Yeah.
he's asking for trouble basically.
Yeah,
It's not whether my players are capable, it's whether your manager is dumb enough to do that. If he
I
does
think
do that, then you're in big problems.
like I hear this point aerially, yes. I think when you have set pieces and all something that we already struggle in, when you have Van Dijk and Konate and all those guys who can score goals for you, then having Maguire there, of course, is good. But it's just like I just don't. It's me on honestly. I'm speaking just based off of my own personal bias, I guess. But I just don't rate Maguire as a player, and I just don't think he should be anywhere in this lineup. And I just don't think like he's just good enough for us. But I hear you. I think based off of the system and the team that we're going to be going up and how the game is going to go, I am not faulting that you
But you
wouldn't
haven't
be
brought up your
surprised to see that.
midfield once though, and I actually think that's your biggest weakness right now.
I did.
What
I
is
did
it?
say a
Bruno
midfielder is our
Ugarte.
biggest because yeah, I did. I just brought it up. I said anytime I literally said this. I said our midfield two, regardless of who we play, against your midfield three, regardless also of who you play, will be a problem. You can bench McAllister, play McAllister, whether you think McAllister has been playing well or not. I still think your midfield is going to be better than us, and you're going to dominate us in that aspect. Now, Chelsea, people are going to.
So okay, so what would Amarim do though? What's your predicted two?
Bruno is a given. Bruno is the first name in the team sheet. He will be in the midfield. According to me, if I think he will play Casemiro. I think he will play Casemiro. Yeah, I think he will play Casemiro, or he'll start Ugarte, and he'll switch both of them later on in the game.
So you think his
I think that's what he'll
midfield two is going to be Bruno Casemiro?
Yeah.
Okay, then we should be abusing that with all due respect.
Of course, 100%.
And if we don't abuse it, then it's like if we have questions to answer, mate.
You had kind of seen it in the Arsenal game itself. I don't know if you kind of remember, but Odegaard was picking up the ball quite a lot of times in that game. And a lot of people criticized Odegaard because he wasn't able to create chances, regardless, like even with the amount of time and the amount of ball that he had. But I remember that game specifically. Odegaard was picking up the ball quite a lot, and he was just able to drive, and he was able to just one couple times he was trying to look for that pass, but he had a lot of times to find that pass and a lot of opportunities for him to make those type of passes, and that's just detriment to how our midfield is. And I feel like you will have that a lot with Wirtz. Wirtz is that type of player who carries. Wirtz is that type of players who makes those runs, and he's gonna have a field day if he ends up. And that's the midfield that we go with. He's 100% gonna.
Okay, so that's what you think Amarim will do. What would you do then?
I would play Mainu and Casemiro, personally.
Okay, so you actually
I would play Mainu and Casemiro.
So you don't think Casemiro versus Liverpool because what F's comment, the last one he just put in.
Yeah.
You don't think Casemiro versus us is a liability right now?
Because of Bruno. It's a liability.
No, okay. So take out Bruno. So let's say Mainu starts. So you wouldn't go Mainu Ugarte as an example?
No, I wouldn't. Because okay, so in the midfield, yes, I see why you guys would think Casemiro is a liability because of his fitness and his legs and all of that. But on the other hand, I also look at Ugarte and I see his deficiencies, him losing the ball quite a lot in midfield, him not being good on the ball either. I think Casemiro, I'm not saying he's very, very good, but I think Casemiro on the ball is better than him. I think putting Mainu next to Casemiro, the reason why I say that partnership is because both of them will play alongside each other. It won't be a situation where Bruno's leaving him on an island by himself and he's doing the whole free roam type of thing. I think it will be a situation where Mainu would be playing alongside of him, where a lot of the times they can cover up for each other or partner each other, and that type of, which again I'm not saying is the formula for us to be successful against your midfield. I just think it's better than what we currently see at this moment with Bruno and Casemiro. For me, really, if I were to make this, like, the point that I'm trying to make is I don't think Casemiro is actually a big problem. I think Bruno is one of the biggest problems in our midfield. I think us playing a 2 pivot, Bruno playing in that pivot makes just absolute zero sense to me. Yeah, at all.
Yeah, but he's not. You know, he's just not gonna get dropped. So me and you agree. Amram is gonna
he's
start
not going to
Bruno.
get dropped. Yeah, he's.
I actually think
start.
legs wise, Ugarte is probably better than Casemiro legs wise.
I hear you legs wise, but it's like it's like, bro, Ugarte is not good either, bro. Like it's I know, like,
Listen, I ain't saying Ugarte is good. I'm
I
just
know,
saying
and that's what I was gonna
Casemiro
say
against
too,
us
is
would be a
that
liability. Like I hear why people are saying it's a liability because he just don't have the legs to compete. He just doesn't have the legs. He just doesn't have the. He just
look,
doesn't have the
regardless,
physicality.
yeah, regardless, I think it's bad. I think it's like whoever we end up playing, I think it's bad. Regardless, pretty much. What
Big
was
up,
our
we have a
budget last
celebrity in the
season?
chat as well. Big up Sky,
Yeah, speak up,
massive
Sunshine.
celebrity.
Big up,
Big
Sunshine.
up, big up,
Every single time.
big up. Massive celebrity, by the way. Massive. People don't know.
This I hear too, but it's like, okay, yeah, it's like this I hear too, and I think you're saying this because of the Chelsea game, of course. But I hear that, of course, I hear that. But it's like manager also needs to come into
That's such
play
a
and
safe, like that's such a safe bet if you go Casemiro red card. That's actually so safe that ain't even like I can imagine just like Vert skipping past him and then him getting a yellow card in the 3rd minute. Like it's just the most obvious. Yeah, like he's gonna be on a yellow probably from the 6th minute onwards or something. It's just gonna be funniest shit ever. It's a red card waiting to happen, basically.
yeah,
It just
no, it
is.
is true, and it's like that's what I'm saying. It's like I hear it, but it's like again, you're saying this Cass is very rash. And it's like if you can bet on Casemiro to get a yellow card every single game, just like how it was for Luke Shaw before. But this is only like the first instance where we've seen him actually get a double yellow and get sent off at Man United. I think get a double yellow in a situation like this is the first time. But he gets a yellow card in damn near every single game. I say Cass more so because of his experience and also his threats in aerially and in set pieces, because it's something that I think is very important for us. Cass gets
He's very
a lot
good
of
in the air.
important goals. Yeah. And I think, and I'll say this again, I don't see us breaking you down, and I don't see us scoring. Like, I see us scoring, if we do score, worldies. Like a great shot that a player just does have. A great, like when Rashford scored against Manchester City when we lost 3-1. That's how I think I see us scoring in a game like this too. Counterattack or your own downfall, like you said, mistakes that your own team makes. And we just capitalize off them. That's how I just see us getting goals. And Cass, again, is just one of those examples. I see us maybe getting a goal from a set piece that maybe Cass can score. And that is important for us because I think that's the only avenue that we can try to get a goal in this game. So one, I don't think we will have enough to win this game. I think we'll need 2 or 3 goals to win this game. I don't think 1 will be enough for sure. I don't think we can score 2 or 3 goals against a team like you. Yes, we have scored 2 or 3 goals in the league already against Burnley, and we scored 2 against Chelsea. But against a team like you, I don't think...
that's the thing that's worrying Terry the most. He's saying he just doesn't think your forward line will be clinical enough.
Yeah, it's true. I don't think we will. I just, yeah.
Like, he thinks you're still going to get into the positions, but you just ain't going to score, basically.
And he's not wrong for saying that because he's going based off of what we've seen so far. Let's just be honest, okay? Like, United fans too. Cunha's been playing very, very well, but he's not scored and he's not gotten an assist. And let's just keep it a buck. I'm not going to stay here and praise Cunha for all that he's done and all that he's doing when he's not able to score and when he's not able to assist. I can kind of say that for Mbeumo to a certain extent because he has done that. But for Cunha, I can't say that. So for me to just be like Cunha is going to be a big threat. And I know I saw him last season and the goal that he scored against you guys last season. Cool. But it's like currently at United, I haven't seen that from him. So there's no logical like conclusion that I just can make and be like, yeah, Cunha is going to be an absolute threat and he's going to score and all of that. Same thing for Sesko. Yes, Sesko is in great form. 2 goals in his past 2 games. But look at the type of goals that he scored too, and just look at the rest of his game as well. It's like you can't just look at the goals and just forget about how he was in the rest of the game. Did he get more chances that he could have scored or that he missed? Or were players still able to create for him and all that type of stuff? Like, those are all things that you have to kind of like account. And again, this is also me not saying that Cunha will not come good. It's just I'm looking specifically at this game, and I can't say that our forward line will be a big, big threat. If I were to look at all 3 of them, I would say Mbeumo would be our biggest threat. I would actually say in this game, I think Mbeumo could be our biggest threat. Or secondly would probably be Cunha. Second would probably
not
be
Sesko?
Not Sesko, no. Out of the 3, I think Cunha and Mbeumo would be the ones who can cause you guys problems, for sure. I look at Madueke, and I don't know. I'm not saying Madueke cooked Kirkez in that game, but he was at times giving him problems. I think Mbeumo and Cunha could do the same for you guys as well in that similar type of situation. It could be problems, who knows? But Sesko will only have a good game if we try to give him service, because that's just the type of player that he is. He's not going to try to create chances for him. He's not going to try to he's going to try to hold up the ball, this and that, but we have to put crosses in the box for him to try to score off of. And a lot of the times his game goes quiet if you don't give him a lot of chances. And it's for a lot of strikers, but it's just the type of player that he is. Me personally, I think Cunha and Mbeumo would be our biggest threats as over Sesko for sure. For sure. Cunha or Mount to start.
Don't you think Sesko has been getting overhated though, because he ain't as bad for Man United as people thought?
You know what I said when we signed Sesko? I said he was Rasmus Højlund 2.0.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now, what do you think?
I haven't changed that statement. Like, I'm not saying that he's not Rasmus Højlund 2.0 still. I still have to see more from him, Sam. I'm not gonna. You can't get gas off of a goal against who did we play? Brentford and Sunderland.
Sunderland.
Brentford
2 games, 2 goals.
Brentford we lost, by the way, and Sunderland, cool. He got that goal, cool. But it's like I can't get gas based off of just those 2 performances. You know what I mean? Like I have to see
Why? He scored 2 goals.
Because I've seen Rasmus Højlund also score goals like this. I've seen him score goals last season too. Why? How am I such a fraud? I've seen him score.
Because you're comparing him to Rasmus Højlund.
I'm just going based off of I'm still going based off of just what I've seen so far. His all-round play clears Højlund. Cool, fine, good. I still have to see more from him though. And again, you can say that I'm wrong for calling him Rasmus 2.0 or whatever. That's your opinion. This is just my opinion. Also, to give you context, the reason why I said he was Rasmus Højlund 2.0 was based off of the signing that we made, signing a young player who's going to lead our forward line. And that's why I said it was Rasmus Højlund 2.0, not based off of ability. I just also want to make that clear. But right now, I'm not going to jump my horses, Assam, based off of 2 goals that he scored against Brentford and Sunderland and be like he's doing great. Do I see good signs from him? Certainly, yes. I think should we be feeding the ball to him a little bit more? Certainly, yes. I think putting him, are these games helping him, and is he going to maybe get into good form? Certainly, yes. But it's still too early to judge. It's still, people have to realize we formed a completely new attack. Our front 3 is completely new, all different from last year. Like Ahmad was playing in our front 3. He's not playing in our front 3 anymore. Our front 3 is completely new. Give it some time. Maybe.
I think you need to take the tone advice because you ain't giving it time.
We'll see though. I'm just not.
See, I got you there. You say give it time. You ain't giving it time. You're like, oh, Cunha ain't getting GA.
No. I'm telling you also. Give it some time, because don't jump your horses just based off of 2 goals against Sunderland and Brentford. I've seen strikers at this.
I'm not doing any of that.
I know a lot of players who can score against Sunderland and Brentford.
Let's score Jokeres.
I know what you're doing with this.
No, I'm asking you a question.
Sesko has been performing better, but I think Jokeres is the better player.
Okay, that's not the question. The question is who's performing
But
better.
I know you were going to get to this, and I wanted to make this clear. I think Sesko, Sesko's been performing.
You wanted Jokeres at United, yes or no?
Yeah. Yes, I did, yeah. I wanted him.
Okay,
yeah.
Sesko's performing better than him right now.
Cool.
No one can deny it. Jokeres is 0 goals in 6 games, playing for a much monumentally better side.
Sure. Cool.
It's not. Good. No, you cannot cool this, brother. Good. You're getting pressed on your own channel.
No,
you're getting pressed.
Okay, so Sesko's performing better than Isak. You want Sesko in your team?
No, that's different.
Why is that different?
Because Isak's not fit, so it's different.
Okay, I'll take another example. Who can I take? We'll take for Verts, because I know you can't give me no excuse on Verts. But any midfield, I can't think of one player. Let me see. Zubamendi or fucking Odegaard or whoever. I don't know.
You're so shameless, and you know it.
You know
you're being very shameless right now. You're being extremely shameless. You wanted Jokeres, and he's playing like ass right now. The 2 strikers that maybe not many people rated was Ekitike and Walter Maid, and these are the 2 best performers right now. So now what?
I wanted Gyökeres. And
Mm,
I'll tell you this. So you don't think Gyökeres could perform well in under Ruben Amorim's system where he had scored all the goals that he was scoring last season or the season before that? With also
my
better
brother.
with also better players that he had at Sporting.
Chat. Make sure you guys subscribe to Shik TV. Hit the
Just
like
saying.
button.
I'm asking you a
You
question.
are completely trying to avoid the question by asking me questions. Forget you asking me. You're getting pressed right now, and you have to answer for this
I
game.
answered.
You wanted Victor Gyökeres. He's in a much better side, and he's playing worse than Sesko.
Okay, so does the season end now, though, Hossam?
Oh, season ends now. Now here we go. Oh,
I'm
does the season
standing,
end
but this is
now?
the thing. You're trying to make me switch on the things that I've said. I'm standing firm on the
No,
things
I'm
that
not asking you to switch on nothing.
Yeah,
Chat,
and I'm still
currently on
standing firm.
form. Who's better? On form.
Currently on form, Sesko is playing better than him. Yes.
Okay, because guess what? Gyökeres ain't scored in 6 games. Six
Okay,
games.
but
That's not a short time.
form is temporary. It can change. Isak and Verts can start scoring, and all of a sudden conversations will change. I know you will change them. Same thing. Gyökeres can start scoring tomorrow. Sesko can stop scoring tomorrow. I'm going based on, and we did this on MHF too because you kept asking me
Gyökeres hasn't scored against
footballer,
Olympiacos, playing for the likes of Arsenal.
who's better footballer, who's this and that. Like I remember you were asking me these questions on MHF.
Yeah, I don't think
like
Sesko's a
these
good
type of
footballer.
conversations.
I don't think Gyökeres is a good footballer either. I think Gyökeres is just way better goal scorer, but not a better footballer. Like they both stink. I don't like Sesko either, so this is not me doing Sesko prop because I don't rate Sesko to begin with. And even when he was linked to my own club, I didn't want Sesko at Liverpool. So my thing is with the whole.
So what is the point that you're trying to make, basically, here?
The point that I'm trying to make is the striker that you wanted in the summer ain't playing well right now.
So far, yes, right now. So far. Cool.
Yeah. Okay, we're doing this preview on 15th October.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So I will revert back to my statement. And at the end of the season, when we judge these two strikers and how many goals that they've scored and what they've done for their team, at the end of the season, I will give you an answer. And I will tell you if Gyökeres is Sesko outperforms Gyökeres, I'll hold my hand up and say I was wrong. Well, hold my hand up and say I was wrong. 100%.
So there's a chance that happens.
Yes, of course. I will 100%, hold my hand up and say that I was wrong.
I love how after all the signings in the summer by all clubs at striker position, and we're sat here going like the two best performing guys are Ektik and Walter Made. That alone is like
crazy.
You get me? Like Gyökeres should be on like 10 goals already, given the stuff we heard in the summer.
Nobody saw that. Yeah, nobody saw that coming.
Nobody saw that coming at all. 6 games without a goal. That's crazy. Maybe when you're not playing against Boa Vista, life is difficult. You know. I'm just saying. Hey, I'm just saying. Darwizi won the Golden Boot in that league. That's all I'm saying.
True. But yeah, like back to just the game itself.
Boston, Isak already scored, so that joke doesn't run. He scored. Isak already has a goal. So
Carabao Cup.
Okay, so you said Verts' assist doesn't count because it's Community Shield. Are we also discounting Carabao Cup?
I never said Verts' assist never counts. I never said
Okay,
that.
so is it a competition or no?
I never said that.
Is it a competitive game, yes or no?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Okay, he scored in a competitive game. Done. There's no 007.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Great.
Cool. All right.
Nice one.
That's fine.
Big up.
Yeah. I'm just saying it was just Carabao Cup for the people who didn't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
For anybody who would think it was in the Premier League, I just wanted to tell people.
Bro, Chelsea fans are showing off Conference League. I can't say Isak scored a goal because it's Carabao Cup.
Yeah. Fairs. But yeah, make sure you guys are running up the likes, subscribing. Of course, we are approaching towards the end of the stream because Sam has done like 4 or 5 streams in a row. I do want to cut it short a little bit so he can get some rest and all that.
It's okay. I can stay as long as you want.
No, hours. I think hours.
I'm not Sky. I'm not a celebrity.
No, I think hour is it's perfectly fine.
Up to you, Habibi. But I can stay as long as you want. Don't worry.
Appreciate that. But
what do you want to do? Combined 11? Look at his face. Look at his face. As soon as I suggest combined 11, he just fucking gave up. How many United players start for Liverpool? Go ahead, Shik.
Is there any player that you would take currently? Not a single one.
No. Only one. Maybe I can take his Cunha to play left wing because Gakpo's been stinking up the pitch. But other than that, I ain't taking nobody. Stop it. Stop this at once immediately. I ain't taking no United player. If we're doing on form, then you can say Delict starts out of Konate on form.
So you won't take Sesko right now? You won't take Sesko because he's in good form?
brother.
Don't do this. No, don't do this because we
Okay, you
just
want to
had
do
this
combined 11 on
conversation.
form?
No.
Ekitike starts striker.
I'm going based off of.
I
Okay,
answered your question. Ekitike starts striker.
Fairs. You answered my question. Fairs. I forgot about Ekitike. I forgot about Ekitike.
Pow on your head, Tom.
I
Just like
forgot
that.
about Ekitike.
Slam dunk. You forgot about Hugo. Never disrespect Ekitike, brother. And let's not forget, Ekitike also scored in the Carabao Cup. And Ekitike, no, he didn't actually. Yeah, but he did score in the Premier League as well, and the Carabao Cup, and the Community Shield. My striker. I like Hugo. Big up Hugo Ekitike.
There's no way.
You brought up form, and I answered. Hugo Ekitike starts. No problem. Shik is just trying so bad, like you're trying. You want to get back so bad, but you just
I know.
can't.
I want to be shameless. I'm trying so much to be shameless, but I just can't.
There's nothing to be shameless about.
I was gonna make a shout. I was going to make a shout for Euro over Konate, but it's
yeah, but then it's Delict if you want a center back, no?
Sure, Delict over Konate as well. Yeah,
on form, Konate has been dreadful, so I can't even.
So as one player that gets into the team, hey, I got one. I'm happy with one.
Yeah, that's okay. 10-1. Hopefully that's the score.
No, but listen, one player from a 15th place team gets into a Premier League Premier League winning squad. So I'm happy.
Inshallah, Premier League Champions League this season, inshallah.
A current Premier League winning squad, like 15th place player gets into the team. So of course I'll take that, man. I'll take that one player. But anyways, last thing we will talk about, of course, is the prediction. We'll do the predictions for this game. I know we talked briefly about it, but we'll just kind of sum it up in the conclusion of the stream. How do you see Liverpool winning? If you do think that you will win, and what do you think the worst could go wrong in this game? Worst case scenario.
Liverpool Football Club are absolutely bullshitting right now. We're off 3 losses of us just purely bullshitting on the pitch. Yeah. So is there a possibility that listen? Okay, this Sunday is the must win as fuck for us. Okay? It's not just must win; it's must win as hell. We have to win this game in any way, shape, or form, by hook or by crook. You might be very unlucky, and you might feel the wrath of Liverpool Football Club after 3 losses, and decide.
I'm so nervous about that, bro.
That's the thing. Because we lost 3 games in a row, it might be you that has to take the ass whooping now. It's a possibility.
Tell me, Hassam, tell me with a straight face, it would be the most Manchester United thing for Isak, Wirtz to all get their first goal against.
Yeah, it's a possibility. 100%. I didn't even
100%. It would be the most Manchester United thing if Salah scored a hat trick off of this bad run of form.
Shik TV preview. Do you think Salah should be dropped? I agree with you with Sam Salah should be dropped, but do you think what people are saying is crazy? And then Salah, boom, hat trick. Maybe you never know. It would
just be the most Manchester United thing for it to happen again.
It actually will be. That's the sad part for you and the good part for me.
Because you can't forget. One thing that I will not forget, and because Salah has terrorized my last couple of years at Old Trafford, at Anfield. He's terrorized my.
I love that at the beginning, when Ashley Young pocketed him one game and stuff, you were like, "Oh, Salah has scored against anyone except Man United," and then
it became a thing where he would always score against Manchester United. He would make it a thing.
Took it personally, bro.
Yeah, it became a thing like Gerrard at Old Trafford. Gerrard at Old Trafford kissing the camera. It would be a thing that would just happen all the time, and it would piss me off so much. And it's the same thing for Salah as well. So it's knowing that. And what he's done to
even last season he scored home anyway against you.
Yeah, it's like this. It's you knew Firmino would score against Arsenal most of the time. You know he would. He would. Even
his retirement year.
Rest in peace to Diogo Jota. Him as well. He would always score against Arsenal. Whether you just know that they would get a goal. It's just how I see Salah in this game too. Salah can go. It could be on the most shit form going into this game, but he will bag a goal somehow, some way, shape, or another, bro. It will happen.
Exactly. See, you might bag a goal again.
That's why I'm just this game is it just says.
I love the fact the more Sheik is talking, the more he's convincing himself they're gonna lose.
Yeah, bro, it's peak, bro. It's genuinely peak. Will I sit there and back the team and hope that we get a win? Of course, man. Nobody think this as a way that I'm just negative. But I'm just speaking facts based off of how our team's been and how their team's been, and just everything. It's just that it still screams more of Liverpool getting. It's more likely for Liverpool to get a result than for us to. and that's
Yeah,
just
of course.
reflects
If we do
it.
what's expected of us, we should win 100%.
But I think we can get a draw. I don't think that's off the cards, and I genuinely think we can get a draw. And I was probably going to predict a draw as well, but a win is out of the cards. Very, very, very out of the cards. But if we win, Hassam, think about this: if we win, you will be that first team that gave Amorim back-to-back wins in the Premier League.
Yeah, exactly. So me and you both know one of us is going to get. Actually, no, low key. If Liverpool beat United at Anfield, you won't even get cooked that badly or anything because
I honestly
it's like expected low key.
Yeah,
like no bullshit. It's expected for us to win.
Yeah. No, seriously, but yeah, if that would be crazy. That's something that I will tell you for the rest of this season. Even if Amorim gets sacked, I'll be like, Amorim has been the worst ever Manchester United manager, but guess who we got his back-to-back wins against? It was Arne Slot's Premier League winning Liverpool with Isak and Wirtz and Mo Salah and Van Dijk. So
hopefully that doesn't happen because then I don't even know how I would be able to run my channel safely. It would be impossible. The worst part is I have Hamza 2 hours after the game as well. So Hamza's going to be giving speeches to be remembered forever, bro.
You have Hamza, Ahmed. You'll hear from Flawless on A-listers. You'll hear from Staffy. Big up to all those guys, man. You'll hear from everyone. But yeah,
I'll hear from Igal on Red Pill, Blue Pill. It's just never gonna end.
Never
it's
gonna end. Igal, by the way, will be on your neck, bro. He will be on your neck. If he's not
Igal
already,
is worse than what the United fans will do.
Is he already? Because I wouldn't be surprised if he's already not on.
Yeah, Igal is already bullshitting. You know what Igal is on. 100%. You already know how Igal is like.
Absolutely knew it. But yeah,
look at Sunshine. I beg we need this. Have some shame, Sunshine. Have some shame. You deserve misery for supporting the devil.
Big up Sunshine as well. Big up Sunshine. But last but not least, Hussam, match prediction. What are you saying? Liverpool versus Manchester United at Anfield. Scoreline.
Prediction. I hate predictions. But I hope we do wake up from this bullshit stuff that we've been doing. I think we win 3-1.
3-1. Cool. And then I'm going to say 2-2. Same as last season. 2-2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say 2-2. Same as last season.
That's a disaster for me as well.
Yeah, that would be bad. But 2-2. Same as last season. Yeah, same as last season. We're probably going to lose. Let's just be completely honest. But yeah.
You're backing your team.
Yeah. In these type of games, I'll always back my team, no matter how bad we are. Against you guys, against Arsenal, against Chelsea, against the big teams, against City. Yeah, like I'd always be up.
Hey, you ended up winning against Chelsea. You never know.
True. Thanks to Robert Sanchez and Enzo Maresca. Thank you very much.
Big up to Enzo
cool. That is it for the stream, people. Don't want to keep us on for too long. Want to make sure the top content creators get their beauty sleep so that they're able to give you their beauty.
Yeah, Habibi, I told you
great
I
streams.
You want.
So that they're able to give you their great streams.
You've been working with Bait for too long. Stop it. You're gaslighting.
I'm not gaslighting. If anything, this is my choice. No, this is my choice. I'm doing this out of my careness for you. That I want you to get rest and I want you to, be,
I'm gonna sleep like fucking 6 hours from now anyway.
Yeah.
This levels of
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Some needs beauty sleep. Like when you are a top content creator like this, you can't be having eye bags under your eyes. Like you have to get the beauty sleep. So like we're gonna be cutting it into an hour. But thank you so much, Hassam. Want to say big shout out to you for being on the channel. I think this is the first time that we've done just a one-on-one stream on my channel for the first time. I think you were on.
Yeah, I think I was on Mud Brothers
before. Yeah, you were on Mud Brothers before, but this is the first time that we've done like just a face-to-face. And I think the chat also they liked it and enjoyed it, and they were glad to see you on the channel. So big up to you, and also shout out to you for just because this is an opportunity. We don't get these opportunities quite a lot for me to just tell you this, but just also thank you for all the opportunities that you've given me in the past as well. Allowing me to be, a panelist on one of your shows. You've helped me grow. The constant redirects, all the support in every way, shape, or form. For me, bro, it means a lot to have a content creator like you, someone that I've watched. Like I'm just letting you know, you've been like genuinely. Like we're friends, but you've been like a hero of mine. There's someone that I've watched. Like Back Again is a show that I've watched religiously, and you were a big part of that. And never in my life I thought I would be working with Don Hassam one day. For me, thank you so much, bro. Genuinely,
I'm just Hassam from Jordan. Don't worry about all of that. We're brothers.
But to me, you're that. To me,
and
you're
that
that.
extends way more beyond YouTube. What
Yeah.
matters is here, not how many subscribers. What you have in your heart is what
course.
matters. And
That's what
listen,
I'm saying.
you told me let's do the preview, and I promised you, and I delivered
did.
because I always
You're a
have
man of
time
your
for
words.
Shik. You know
Yeah.
this, so I appreciate you, and big up to you, man, and big up to everyone in the chat as well. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Make sure you guys are showing Shik the support. And yeah, we keep. I'm not celebrity, Sky. You're the celebrity. You get me. You're the one that, Sky. Don't make me go there. That's all I'm saying. You're the celebrity.
Sunshine is a celebrity. You guys go check out
100%.
Sunshine's TikTok.
100%.
She's a celebrity over there.
Go watch her
Genuinely.
TikToks. Very creative. She even made me bring a light bulb because she did for Arteta. So I can have my own light bulb.
Oh man. Guys, let me know who's live so I can go raid to someone. Let's see who is.
I saw Don C was live, but I don't know if he's still
Don
live.
C. Shout out to Don C.
I don't know if he ended it.
Live. But yeah, Hussam, do you have any streams coming up? Like tomorrow or anything like that? Anything you want?
Yeah, I've got the stream with Joe and Wolfie and Ashraf at 3:30. I've got Ahwa tomorrow. So yeah, inshallah. That's it.
Sounds good. We're gonna go raid Mike's people. Mike's is live. Shout out to my bro Mike's, West Ham United fan. We're gonna raid Mike's. So go show some love to him. Subscribe to him. Write Shik TV raids. What should we write for Hassam? What should we write for Mike's? He's a West Ham fan.
I'll just write Shik TV raid.
You don't want to write something for West Ham? Nothing.
Nah,
West Ham message.
they're not relevant enough for me to hate on them, bro. He's going through pain right now. Let him breathe. He's going through pain. Haram. Let him breathe.
He's like, don't hurt a brother when he's already down.
Yeah, he's down already, bro.
But cool. Right, Shik TV raid in Mike's chat. We will catch you guys sooner or later. Match reaction. I'll probably be back live again for the match reaction, Mud Brothers, all that type of stuff. Thank you, Sam, once again for being the guest on this channel, and thank you guys all for the support as well. Big up, love to every single one of you, and we will see you guys all next week. Peace.